Hey everyone. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. Hello. This is Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue here for today's Cricut Chat. What is it? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday already, the 14th of October. And I want to welcome you to Cricut Chat. This morning, I thought that we would do some things that were Cricut Design Space designed items. It's sort of, you know, a little good and a little bad, I gotta tell you, because I found these really wonderful and very detailed leaves. And I thought those were really cool and they would look really good under our pumpkins and stuff. And I just kind of like the way that it has this filigree style. So I thought I would make the Pilgrim hat, but I got to tell you, it was really difficult because I don't feel like there were any instructions on how to make it. And so I was a little bit confused about it, and it did not go together very well. But I am going to attempt to put one together this morning for you all. So Pilgrim hat, which would make a nice centerpiece, and is in Cricut Design Space, and it's free to access customers. So if you didn't want to buy anything additional, like we've had a couple of projects that were additional, but you'd have to buy that there were SVGs. These are in Cricut Design Space. Okay, so how to find them. So let's go back to the image sets. I don't know why this always does this, but can never get me to start it over again. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go to image sets, and this one's called Oh, you're in line to vote, David? How long are you going to have to wait in line for, do you think? I saw some people waiting hours and hours. That's crazy. Okay, so we're in image sets, and we're going to type in the word fall, and there are a number of fall things that come up, and one of the ones that I wanted to show you is this one. It's called It's Fall in the Details. Oh, 20 minutes, that's not bad. No, I wouldn't mind waiting 20 minutes. I don't know about hours. I think I would leave and come back. but anyway, okay, so it's Fall in the Details. And there are a number of really interesting looking projects here. I love the leaves. So I started with the leaves, and then I went to the Pilgrim hat. The pumpkins seem a little bit odd to me because they're small, and compared to the apple, I think the apple looks about normal. And then the acorn is huge. Like, I don't get that. And there's two versions of the acorn here, but it's basically the same design. I did like this pumpkin pie box, and I think we will do that in an upcoming show just to show you how that goes together. I probably would not put pumpkin pie or any kind of pie in there. It's okay, Karen. You can come whenever you can. Yeah, so this is a tough one, I think, because, you know, it's an example of Cricut trying to do some 3D projects that are a little bit more challenging than just a flat image, but with no instructions, it kind of doesn't fly too well. And if you do look on YouTube, maybe you can find some instructions. And I'm going to attempt to do that this morning. So this is where it's at. It's called Fall in the Details, and here we go. So this is the Pilgrim hat. I have it smaller. So it essentially ends up being this big. I got to take this out. And it's really quite interesting. It's got this really nice filigree. Definitely not plain like a real Pilgrim hat. And it does have the brass buckle, but I struggled with the I don't even know what's this called, the thing that they put around the brim of the hat. I struggled with it because of the way that it was set up, so I'm going to show you that. So first and foremost, let me also show you the leaves. I'm going to hide this out. So there's the maple leaf, there's an oak leaf, and there's a birch leaf, and they are filigree. So that means when you ungroup them, I'll ungroup this maple one. It has these pieces, extra pieces on there. So you can either make this with just this leaf, which I think is a great example of a maple leaf, or you can make it with the filigree like I have done it here. And I also did the same for the oak. And I think this would look really nice, like laying on a table or something, or perhaps even a banner. The leaves are really, really nice, and I think they're excellently, like the outline is really excellent, which it started me thinking about one year when my son was younger. We made a thankful tree, which was like just a plain tree trunk, and then we cut out a bunch of leaves, and then we put things that we were thankful for through the whole month of November, and would stick it to the tree. And then on Thanksgiving, we sat down and read all the things we were thankful for, and they included silly things, things that you don't often remember when you're sitting there at dinner and trying to be thankful for things. So it was things like thankful for the sun and thankful for dog food and stuff like that. Could they be made from felt? Not the way that they're designed. They could not be made from felt. I think you could use this type of thing and make it from felt, although cutting with the felt, and I've cut with felt before, and I'm not sure that it could do that, those kind of corners, because when I cut with my felt, I believe I used my rotary tool, but I'll have to check. I have to remember what I did. I did cut felt we made flowers, roses. So if you're interested in learning about felt, it's really interesting. Felt is really interesting. Anyway, so let me get started on this. I'm not going to show you how to cut them because it's really just quite simple. And let me just get these back here. So these leaves are just a matter of cutting them, all the layers, and then piecing them together. And let me just group this. Oops. Piecing them together. And as somebody has suggested, you could probably go on YouTube and find something to show you how to put this together. And I'm going to attempt to do it. So this Pilgrim hat is basically, here is the brim, and each one of these pieces has an underlayment, so that way you can cut out all of this filigree stuff. If you don't want to do the underlayment or the filigree stuff, you could certainly contour them out, and just by hitting contour, and you can hide all the contours and just do this, which I thought, I don't know. I think that the idea of a pilgrim was supposed to be very, very plain, but there's that. Anyway, so each one of these comes with a underlayment here, so you can see the filigree. I suppose too, if you didn't want to put the underlayment on there, you could put like a light, or you could make this underlayment vellum and put a light underneath it. That would make it more appealing to me. As far as this part here, I don't even know what you call that, but the thing that goes around the bottom, I didn't feel comfortable with the way that it came out, but I'm going to show you that anyway. So let me move you over, and we'll have a look at this project, and the other two I'll show you how to put together as well. So I should stop and say hi, everyone. Welcome. Good morning. So originally the way that this was designed, I looked at it like band. Thank you very much. It's always a simple word, right? Thank you, Leilani. So you know, when I was originally looking at this, I didn't think vellum with the light, but vellum with the light sounds really good to me. Okay, so to do this maple leaf, it goes together. It's all just layers. So here you've got the very back layer, and then you cut this filigree, and then this one. And I suppose you could use pop dots, but I like the flatness of it because I think it would look really cute. And maybe you make these could be place card holders too. You know, you don't have to put this middle piece in there, and you could put somebody's name, and you could put one in each of the plates. You know, that might work out really well. I like that idea. But I do also like these. These are really cute, the middle part. So anyway, we're just gluing these, and you do have to, you know, make sure you get all the glue in all the little edges here. Don't forget these things that will stick out. So it goes like this. So there are a lot of options for using these leaves, and I'll leave it up to your imagination to do that. Okay. And here we go. Same thing works with the oak. It's 6 layers. You can dispense with some of the layers if you want, but I thought it was really pretty. So here's the oak, and I cut it out in all these shades of red. And so this goes on here, and then here is the basic back one there, and then the front, it kind of resembles a little cross or something, and then it would get all glued together like this, like in that fashion. And then here is the leaf. Okay, so the Pilgrim hat. So I cut it all out. I even cut out the sides because I wanted you to see what it looks like. So here it is all cut out. I'm going to put the band and the buckle to the side. So essentially it is just the black and white, or again, we could probably do vellum. Although if you did vellum, you may not be able to do this giant piece, and why would you want vellum on the bottom anyway? But so maybe make this white and then do the vellum here. I don't know. But so you cuts out like this. There's the white or the vellum, and we're going to put it over here. We just have to put some glue here. Okay, and line it up so that you're only seeing the white through the filigree cuts. Fits nicely like that. And then you can put this part aside because you've kind of done that. Then you have the top piece, which also has that white. All right. And we're going to do the same thing as we did with the front piece. I mean, the bottom piece. Whoops. And here we are. Okay, so you can put that aside. So then we have all of these pieces, the black pieces with the white underneath them. And you'll see that they are scored. I used my scoring stylus for this, but I think I would probably, if I did it again, because I have a maker, I would use the scoring wheel, just simply because I want for those scores to be, there's a lot of them, and I want for those scores to be really exact, because putting this together, it has to be 100% exact, which is what I found out, or it will not go together, and it won't, there's no like forgiveness in terms of the score lines and such. here. I keep hearing my dogs because I think they're taking off with stuff. I can't see them, but I keep hearing them sort of playing with my stuff. Okay, so there are 3 score, one at the top, one at the bottom, and then on the side. So you're going to go ahead and score all of these. So do that. I would do that first, and make sure you're getting those scores really, really tight there and really well folded. I do it both sides just because I want that score to be really tight. Hey, you, don't go walking off with stuff. I hear you. Okay, so here we go. So I heard that that the Amazon special, which was $160 for a machine, sold out in like 5 minutes. It went on last night. I hope anybody that wanted one got it, but that's what happens when you lower a price like that. It's too much. Everybody wants it, sell out quicker. I don't know. Did anybody get any deals from Amazon that they really enjoyed? I don't know. I hope so. I haven't found anything. Maybe day 2 would be better for me. I don't know. So, okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to be taking up too much time here. I should have probably scored these ahead of time. But anyway, so we have to score all of these, and there are 8. And make sure you do all 3 tabs, and you do them really, really straight on the spaces where they need to go. Then, and this is important, you have to put the backs on them before you start assembling, because I tried it the other way and that didn't work. So here's what you'd have to do now that you have them all scored. You're going to flip them over and take your piece, the white or the whatever you choose, and you're going to put it onto the back of all of these. Right. See, so it looks like that. Now again, if you choose not to do the filigree, this would definitely go together really quickly versus if you have to do this. But it also lends a little thickness to it, which is nice too. Okay. I'm going to try to rush through these real quick so I can see how it goes together. Now you're going to take your time with this, not going to rush through it like I'm doing, because then it will stay together better for you and it will look better in the end. But here we go. Oh, so I'm not even sure what day. It's Wednesday. So I'm starting to think about date night, and I was thinking that maybe we should do I found a couple of shadow boxes and that are in Design Space, and I know a lot of people are making shadow boxes, so I wondered if that's something you'd want to do. And a shadow box in the sense that it's lit up, it's lighted. If I can get some lights here soon enough. So tell me if you think you would like to do that. I'm trying to think what else we could do. Kind of have a little blockage today with my head. So, okay. All right, so I put all of these on, right? And now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to glue on the sides, and we have to get real close and make sure that they're all lined up. Very important on this one because of the way that the actual top of the hat goes on the brim. So you do definitely need to make sure they are lined up here, right at that fold. The edge of this goes right at that fold, like this. And making sure that you see that this is lined up here at the top and at the bottom, and you'll see it's starting to go and do that circular thing there. To get around the corners. What projects are you guys working on these days? Are you working on Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, general projects like, you know, cards, different cards or whatever? What you working on? Did I put this on backwards? I did. I've been thinking a lot about Christmas, but been wanting to make sure to stay in the season too. So it would really help me to know what things that you guys want to do as far as, you know, the season or the occasion. That would be super helpful. So you let me know. And let's see. I'm trying to think what else we've got going on. Got almost everybody, I think, that wanted to sign up, I think has sent me an email for that exchange. So I'm going to be putting together that database, and hopefully I'll have it by Saturday. Just want to give people some time there, and then we can start sending out cards. Halloween cards? Okay. Oh, Christmas ornaments. All right. Thanksgiving cards. Okay. Oh, yes. You want to do one of those welcome signs that people are making nowadays? The ones that are, what are they? They're wood, and they're sort of like vertical signs. This one here I put on wrong. Rita, what are you thinking? Can I do it? Nope, I can't. So look, I put this one on the wrong side. So that's going to be blah on that side. That's the side I'm going to show no one. I'll put it on the wrong side. And how did I know it was on the wrong side? Because all of the tabs were on the right side, and this one had the tab on the left side. So that's my goof. So be careful where you're putting it, which side you're putting it at, because you want all the tabs to be facing one way. All right, so there's our full hat there, and we can also fold it like we do with our other projects. Fold it like this, so that way we know we're getting it correctly aligned, and we're not here. I don't know what's going on. Not doing well today. What's the deal? This looks like it's correct. Huh. I was thinking maybe a wreath would be a nice thing to do. I used my sunflower wreath on my door, but I was thinking maybe a wreath for, there it is. Maybe a wreath for Halloween or Thanksgiving might be nice. That might be nice. Okay, so here's our full thing, and we can just, it's not quite caught there. Now, normally when we do these things, like with some of the other designers, here's what I would think it would happen is that you'd put it in and these flaps would be on the underside, right? But what actually I found out with this design is that that will not work. And I just want to show you what I was thinking it would do. I was thinking it would go like this, but it only goes halfway down, which does not work. So what I found out is that you have to put the tabs in like this, right? And then it's going to get glued to the inside bottom here, the bottom piece on the inside. So knowing that, what I did was I did the top part first because I want it to be correctly shaped and I wanted it to stay on really well. So that's what I'm going to do here. And that way I can get my hand in there and make sure that the glue attaches correctly. So I'm going to put it here and then sort of line it all up so that it creates the correct shape like this. Once you get that on there, and it sticks a little bit, turn it over and use, I don't know what you want to use. I often will use my scissors or my bottle of glue just to make sure that those tabs are really stuck there. All right, so now we have this piece there. And it's still taking a little bit to set up. I'll give it a few seconds to set it up. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to put glue on all of these tabs and then we're going to set it on the brim. This is not the way that I would have designed it, but this is the way it's designed. I suppose if you want to make modifications to it, you could, so that it would go on the inside. But that would be up to you. Shh. Okay, so here it is. A wood oven topper. Oh, okay. I don't have a black Sharpie right now, but that's a good suggestion. Okay, so it is going to go over the hole in the middle, and it's supposed to go evenly over that hole. And it's kind of thing where you can get in underneath it like this and sort of make sure that it is all attached all around. Pretty simple. There we go. So here is our Pilgrim hat, which I think it's really good. I just don't like the way that the bottom part is attached, and I didn't have the energy to change that all that much. But here is the thing about the band. The band has both this filigree type of stuff, and it's got these folds here. But what's weird is it has this half, like just this small piece, and I can't for the life of me figure out what the thought process was here. So if you fold it here on all of the bands like this, and then you kind of like just sort of lay it on here. Let me show you this. So you see how it comes over there, but it doesn't quite make it to the side of there. So I was thinking, okay, so maybe it goes hold on. Maybe it goes, this is supposed to overlap a little. And that's the only thing I can think of. But it really just doesn't work. The band doesn't work once you get over here. It just doesn't work. So I'm a little perplexed about it. And I don't know. I suppose I could try to force it by gluing them together, the two bands together. Maybe that is the way it's supposed to go. Maybe it's not supposed to go all the way down. So if I glue it together, and by the way, there's a back to this, so which I cut out, but I didn't show here, but here we go. So here is the two bands together at that place. So maybe it's that. I think it might be that, where the band is supposed to not go all the way down. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it. And then there's the gold or the brass buckle right there. Now, if you wanted to get it in between, you can do a little snip here, or you can do it before you put together the thing, but you could do it a little snip there and glue that on like this, and then there is the Pilgrim hat. If I recall correctly, though, I don't think that the Pilgrim hat had bands on them. I know they had buckles. I don't know what you guys think. And not that this is supposed to be historically accurate, but the band did throw me off a little bit with this. So I don't know what you guys think, but this is a really interesting, it's an interesting image set. And maybe the buckle covers where they don't meet. I think it just doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of the hat. I think that's what was freaking me out, was I was trying to make it fit to the very bottom. And that's not the way that it should have been done. So there is the completed Pilgrim hat. And it was really simple to assemble. See, I did it in less than half an hour. Obviously you have to cut it out, and it wasn't terrible to cut out. I think it took 3 sheets of 12 by 12 in black and 2 in the white, and then the band, which now that I think about it, I think that's probably what they wanted us to do there. So maybe I'll just put this band on there. So that is it for our project today. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing a fall card, the one that we originally planned that was for, let's see, I think we're going to do the SVG Cuts fall card. And that's the one with the crow or the raven in it, which I really like. And then I'm going to think about Saturday night and see what we can do, but I think a shadow box would be fun. Bands don't go to the bottom, decorative only. Excellent, thank you. And if it's decorative only, do you know, Diana, if the Pilgrims actually had this? Because they were pretty plain people. So I don't know, but here you go. That looks pretty cool. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. This is Rita, and this is Cricut Chat. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If I know what the project will be ahead of time, I'll post it for you. And if you're just catching me on the replay, definitely consider making the lives. And if you can't make the lives, then certainly subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can catch all of them. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's nice and sunny as opposed to yesterday here in New England. The leaves are really cute, I think, and could be really, you could do a lot with them. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate all those little hearts. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Roxanne, I mean.